me crossing the beach, storming the beaches of Normandy last week. That was me kind of like I DJ'd Wednesday at a private event on campus at my job. DJ Thursday, the reopening of my residency. Friday I went to a graduation, so it was chill. But then Saturday I DJ'd at a little day party rooftop function. And then Sunday I DJ'd again at this little day party function. So I have another gig tomorrow, smaller private event. I want to talk about that one. So this event that I'm DJing tomorrow is like a private event for like Juneteenth. Obviously, it's like Juneteenth week, so it's like put on by a Black employee network. So they said they need a DJ. So they say they need like a couple of DJs to help with like, kind of setting the tone and whatnot. So I'm thinking this is going to be like a sort of, we playing some music for like 30 minutes or so. Then we may be doing some line dancing and then a little bit more music and stuff like that. So we got to the meeting last week with some of the people who are putting on the event, and they were telling us to run a show. My G, they have us playing, like they have us DJing in increments of like 5 to 15 minutes. So
that's tough.
I took this gig with like one of my homies because I was like, man, I did one event for these people last week, and I was like, I don't want to do back-to-back weeks of like taking away my work day, so I'd rather just split it with someone. So I split it with my homie, and then when we found out to run the show last week, we were kind of chatting. We were like, yo, dog, they didn't really need a DJ for this.
Damn.
Like, they didn't really need a DJ for this. So both of us are kind of volunteering, like, all right, who's gonna be pressing the play button? Who's actually gonna be? I'm not trying to do it, but I will if I have to. But I ain't really gonna hit them with like the mixes and stuff like that because they don't really need it. Like they wanna do like they want to do the limbo for a little bit of time. They want to do the Tamia line dancing for a little bit of time. It's like, all right, all y'all want to do is line dancing and teaching people how to line dance. That's cool. I'm just gonna play the song and keep this bitch on loop for however long, and that'll be that. So that's tomorrow. Thursday, back on my residency, and it's just me this time. So last time I got to split it with someone for the entire 4 hours. This time, straight just me, back to just being me for the 4 hours. So there's that. Friday, I'm at another spot. Saturday, I have a day party from 2 to 7. And then a day party from 2 to 7. Then I'm DJing from 10 to 1 at another spot. And then Sunday is just chill. So
Jesus.
Yes, this is like the meat of the month. A lot of no pause. But this is like the meat of the month. And so I'm thinking like, okay, last week I ain't gonna hold you. By the time Sunday got around, like the folk who saw me, who came out to see me, they were like, yo, how are you doing this? And I'm just like running on fumes. Like, I do not know. So I'm thinking this week, mind you, right? It was supposed to be I had a gig Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And that day party from 2 to 7 was supposed to be on Sunday. They wanted to move it from Sunday to Saturday. And at first I was getting ready to complain, but I thought about it. I can get my whole Sunday back.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So essentially I can make all my money on Saturday and Sunday. Like I can make all the money from Saturday and Sunday on Saturday and then chill on Sunday. So with that being said, knowing that I got a gig tomorrow, now my gig tomorrow is like a work gig. So it's just like a quick work thing. And it's really for play. So really, let's just say tomorrow's more of a walkthrough, right? Yeah. That's we go through the walkthrough, coach letting us know this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, game days.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
The hardest one is gonna be the day party. Like the day party is like the hardest.
The day party is at this place called La Factoria.
Ooh.
Right. So it's I'm gonna play a good amount of Latin, but they said Latin music, R&B, hip hop. Okay, cool. Also, they didn't tell me this. It's like a Father's day party, all white sort of function, and they giving away tickets to a concert in Seattle, like a Latin concert in Seattle. So,
because the thing about the day party is, like, at night you can slow things down, right? Like, there can be a smooth, but you can't do that during the day party. You can't have a 20-minute slow R&B session for the lovers in the room. Like, it's got to be energy the whole time.
Listen, you want to know something I've been playing though?
Yeah, turn it up.
Let me see if I got it. This is a song I played Saturday at this day party that I was kind of waiting to play. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. All right. Let's see. Can you hear this? Yeah. All right. So this song right here, I ain't gonna hold you. So on Saturday, me and my homie, we did hour on, hour off. Okay. And so mind you, and during my time, like this day party was during the daytime. This day party was during the daytime, like during Game 5 of the finals.
Oh.
Right? So when I came on the second time, when I was playing the first time, the Spurs did the shit that they did. We're gonna talk about this series, but the Spurs did the shit they did for the 5th game in a row where they went up over 10 points. So I was like, okay. So I was like, I don't know. I got to see this game to believe it, but maybe I can play a little bit more Texas. Man, by the time I got on, the Knicks had already taken the lead. So I was like, okay, I'm about to go to New York, my first. So I started off. Look, but follow me.
Were a lot of Knicks fans in there?
Look, this is my Hispanic poppies. Hey! Hey, now I play all that. I play that song to say, let me tell you something. Saturday, I might run this song back. I like this song. I'll tell you, the Bad Bunny edits. You need some of that Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny?
Need some of that Bad Bunny. So yeah, no, I got a little bit of a Latin crate. But I definitely might have to do a little bit more searching and digging for a little bit more of the Latin hits.
Yeah.
What's that one song that's like the Hispanic Before I Let Go?
I Don't Want to Be a Player by Big Pun?
No. What? Oh no.
That's a hit.
I gotta find it. Because it's the one song you played in the Spanish functions. They going. Hold on. It's not.
Why you look at that? You know what I listened to the other day going to work, and it just made my day.
What?
The song.
The thong song.
I was driving to work, and it just came up, and it was a good day.
Oh, here we go. Here's the song. I had to find it for a second. Listen, to all my African American brothers and sisters out here, we have our swag surf. We have our Before I Let Go. We have our, come on, Danny, give me a few more. What are some other?
It's Before I Let Go, swag surf.
We have all the Michael Jackson hits.
Yep, all the Michael Jackson hits.
We got all the Stevie hits. But y'all know what the Hispanics got? This joint right here. Yo, at the functions, at the Hispanic functions, this getting go.
What they be doing? I know you don't be behind the DJ booth doing that. I know you don't be doing that.
Hey.
I know you don't be doing that at the function.
Oh, come on now. Hey. Listen, that's all I'm saying. That at the Hispanic, look, last year when I DJ'd that Hispanic event I was telling y'all about?
Yes.
It was like a private birthday like a private Hispanic birthday party, and they just wanted to hear like the Hispanic bops. Oh, I gotta catch my breath, Hendrix. But they were playing like the Hispanic bops. They wanted me to play the Hispanic bops, so I spent maybe like 2 or so hours playing the Hispanic bops. I had to.
Uh-huh.
But when I played that right there,
what's the name of that song?
The artist is Lo Tucanes de Tijuana. Just type in La Chona. La Chona.
I got it.
That's one of them. That is one of them. I don't know if Bam got some Hispanic in him, but if you do,
that's crazy.
They probably go up. Kyle, I don't think we got to worry about that with you, brother. Hey, friend. Hey, friend.
Hello.
Hey, Hendrix. Ladies and gentlemen, let Hendrix, myself, and Danny welcome you to episode 226 of the Speak On It podcast. You already know when you see this Nas fade, it can only be one brother, the good brother, with the furriest Bernstein bear here,
Hendrix. Hendrix.
My name is Los D Mix, joined every Tuesday by the smoothest bald head on the East Coast, Mr. Danny Ocean. How are we doing, my good sir?
I'm doing great. I've been going to the gym. Like I bought a gym membership at the local Y, and I've been going frequently. And you know, like that moment, like you're working out consistently. It's like, I don't know if this is working. And then that one time, you look at yourself and you're like, that's it. That happened to me yesterday. Like I took my shirt off and I saw my shoulders and my chest and my arms, and I was like, there he is. He on the way back. Not 22-year-old version of me, but some form of that.
Okay, I got a question for you in terms of getting your body healthy and whatnot, somewhat related. Mm-hmm. So based off that DJ schedule I was telling you this week, I need to go get a little bit more of the ZA.
Okay.
But the ZA store, that way. Flood on the trap like a subway. It's that way. It's at least. If I was to leave right when we finish, or right when we're supposed to finish, it'll probably take me about 45 minutes to an hour to get there.
Oh, god dang. One way?
It's about 35 minutes, 35, 40 minutes one way. It is like on the far other side of this. Okay, you know where I stay, like the area I stay?
Yes.
This spot is near the airport.
Jesus. Okay.
So it's way out there.
Here's
so
the thing,
so here's the thing. Tuesday is their best discount day. So if you're gonna go to save the most money, you go on Tuesday. Okay. And so my thing is, it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a gentleman pads refrigerator / freezer right now. Do you know what that means?
Nothing in there.
Ain't shit in there but some motherfucking condiments and a Brita water filter, and I may have one bottle of apple juice left. So I'm like, all right, I wouldn't mind cooking tonight, but if I make that move, that's essentially like 2 hours. It's 2 hours of my life gone. So like dinner more than likely might be hard to make in a timely fashion.
So I was going to say, you could just go get dinner. Like, is there anything on the way there that you'd want to eat by chance?
I mean, I don't really want to do like the fast food. And then the other option is like Chipotle I had a couple days ago.
Okay.
You know, Chick-fil-A I had for lunch.
Well, there's a Mexican spot nearby, right? That you enjoy?
Yeah, but that's usually the place I try to go to Thursday before I go to my big gig, because it's right there. So like, if I'm gonna cook, it's gonna be tonight or tomorrow. So I'm thinking like I could get like, and there is a Kroger, Safeway or whatever right by the spot.
Oh, Well, do they have prepared meals? Because you could go get a prepared meal and have that for 2 nights if it's big enough. Or some places, some grocery stores, they have like Kroger might have like the 2-piece meal or whatever, or
Mhm.
like Publix, and you can pick your sides or whatever. You could do that.
I don't know if this ain't a Publix with the type of
That's true. That's true. Do you trust the
Publix
food
is,
then?
yeah, Publix is like Publix and Wegmans is the spot, and Wawa for like, well,
Yeah.
no, I'm thinking of Wegmans.
No.
Yeah, Publix
I
and
know what you
Wegmans are the spots for like the grocery food that's not food groceries. But yeah, so I'm thinking I either like we finish and I just like quickly walk Hendrix, and or I just straight like as soon as we finish, I just go over there, grab the food on the way, and try to get back as soon as possible. Or I like we finish this, walk and feed Hendrix. I go and then I may pick something up on the way, but I also stop by the grocery store and pick up the materials, the cooking
for
material
tomorrow.
for tomorrow. Make tomorrow
Yes.
the cooking day.
Yes, I would say that.
Yeah.
Because what
Now,
time does the place close?
It's statewide. They all close at 10 p.m.
Okay, so you got some time. You got like 5. You got some time.
Yeah, which kind of leaves the door open where like I could like if I have enough time, like I could still go there, get the stuff, get some food on the way, and come back and cook it, and maybe back by like if I left at, let's just say I left at 6:30 my time,
Mhm.
I could be back by like 8.
Oh, we can do that. We need because we're not gonna be here until 6:30 your time.
No, I'm saying no. That's me. That's me assuming we finish at 6, and then I like walk
Yeah.
Hendrix and then leave by like 6:30.
I think
So-
that's a good plan, especially if you plan on what do you want to cook? Like something quick, like some tacos, some spaghetti.
I'm thinking either like the tacos from the taco kit or like some Japanese curry. Either way, especially if I buy the meat for both of them, the raw meat like fresh out the store, that's going to save a lot of time because ain't going to be no defrosting. We getting right here and we
Drop it. Yeah, I
And-
would say that.
And I'm not going to hold you in terms of cooking meats. When I tell you I season that mug and throw it right in the air fryer now, that air fryer, listen,
Change your life.
dog, because it'll cook the food so crispy and juicy with especially now that I know like the temperature I like it. Yo, tell me your experience with the air fryer and how you feel about it.
So we had an air fryer. We used to use it a lot. We don't use it that much anymore.
Yeah.
I have when
Keep
I
talking.
grill,
Keep talking, I'm listening.
So when I grill, I have an attachment to my kettle that essentially turns it into an air fryer that I use to make chicken, and it's really good. It's the same science as an air fryer. It doesn't turn the grill into like a little air fryer, but it's the same concept as an air fryer.
Do you like it?
I love it. That's the only way I cook chicken wings now is with that it's called a vortex. You drop it in the middle, like the grill gets up to like 700 degrees. Yeah, man, it's the best chicken wing. Like I'll put my wing up against someone who makes it for a living.
I ain't gonna hold you. You probably get like the bigger chicken wings. I get like the party sized wings.
No, I get the party wings. I get the
party wings
party
in
wings.
the air fryer.
I can't imagine. Because
You
you
just
do you have a Sam's Club membership?
I think my parents do.
Okay, because I've noticed Sam's Club, man. If you go on like a Monday or a Tuesday night, like their organic meat, I've gotten so much organic chicken from Sam's Club the past month for like half off.
Party chicken wings. You season them real quick, throw them in that air fryer, pull them out, take that little whatever sauce, whether it's some buffalo sauce, some barbecue sauce, whatever. Just go ahead, put them in a little container, shake that mug up. Woo! Woo! Listen,
You about to have chicken wings for dinner.
no, I'm probably definitely making some Japanese curry just because I can make that real fast. But I might get something for Sunday. Might be making some chicken wings,
There you go.
especially if I get my Sunday back. Like, the beauty about like the DJ and stuff getting back going now is that, people are seeing me more. People are hearing the hearing the vibes more. They want me to DJ more events, but I gotta make sure I keep my Sundays intact, especially when we get to the fall. You gotta be there
You
for
gotta
that.
take care of yourself.
You gotta listen. We gotta take care of ourselves. You know who's not going to take care of us? And I was thinking about it because Mr. Mangione is in prison right now.
Yeah.
Insurance.
Yes.
So, quick story time for y'all. So, first and foremost, months ago, I got a root canal, and this spot I went to, which wasn't my like actual dentist. Like I didn't go to my actual dentist to get this root canal done. I went to someone who could do this for cheaper in network. Because not like my dentist. My dentist is in network, but who she was sending me to for the root canal was out of network. So I went to someone in network to do the root canal. XYZ insurance paid for most of it, and so for whatever I didn't pay, I paid that price out, right? They come back and say insurance XYZ. Now I owe them $120. Now this was like February, March, and I basically took my sweet time paying them this money. I mean, like they were sending me emails and calls every single day. I ignored them all, nothing. So yesterday morning, or no, this morning, I was like, you know what? Let me pay these people. They've waited long enough. Let me pay these people. So I go in there to pay. What do you think the price was? Mind you, it was only $120 initially. What do you think the number was that I saw when I went in there?
$247.
$600.
Excuse me?
So I looked at it and said, "Oh, it'll be a cold day in hell." So what do you think I did?
You called them?
No.
You ignored them?
No. It's like a portal. So it's like I'm on their online portal.
You messaged
and I'm looking at the balance, and I'm like, yeah, it'll be a cold day in hell before I pay $600. So what do you think I did?
Please tell me.
I paid that $120.
Did they have it itemized as how to get from 120 to 600?
Nah, it was like a my chart, whatever. It is like balance 600. So it says pay full amount 600, pay other amount. I said I picked pay other amount $120. Boom, submit payment.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me how I get from 120 to 600. Someone gonna have to explain to me.
And because listen, they sent this bill like they've been trying to get this money from me for at least the last 4 months now. So it's probably just like late fees, whatever. You never.
What kind of late fees is it? Because those bills don't have a due date. Like you just get them.
Exactly. So it don't matter what they think. I'm never paying them the rest of that. I already paid for the root canal, and I paid for the extra whatever. Y'all not getting that.
Yeah. Explain to me.
So that was one letter I got. And then the other day, on my birthday. So my birthday was May 14th. This is on my birthday, I ended up getting 2 letters, right? Mind you, I just got these letters out the mail like a week ago. I do not check my mail often.
Okay.
I get 2 emails. One from my dentist, one from my dental insurance provider. What do you think these letters say?
Please pay that bill.
No.
You have an outstanding balance.
No.
Thank you for your service. They're no longer in network.
They're no longer in network. So you will, mind you, I have my next cleaning next month. And so I started thinking about it, and I was like, okay, now my dentist wasn't a bad dentist, although it took them four different tries to put a crown on. But it wasn't a bad dentist. So what do you think I wonder what she was doing, or what that office was doing for the network, insurance network, to say, nah, this ain't it.
So now that I work in insurance, I know exactly what be happening with this stuff. So what happens is, like, your dentist probably went to your provider and wanted to negotiate better rates for themselves, and the provider was like, "LOL, screw you." That's how these things happen. Like
define better rates for themselves.
Right. So let's say they have negotiated with your dental carrier that the insurance will cover 40% of the crown, and the dentist office has to cover the other 60% or bill the other 60% to the customer. Right. The dentist can say, "Hey, 75% of my patients are insured by you. It'd be better for you to give me better rates so I can get more of more people will come in your network and use your insurance. So instead of you covering 40%, I want you to cover 55%." And the carrier can we can negotiate this, or they can say, "Screw you. Now you're out of network. Good luck."
So
that actually happened to a dialysis center where I live, who was under our coverage, and a couple of our people went to them, and they worked it out, but that's how that stuff happens.
Wait, a couple of your employees?
Yeah, a couple of our employees went to that dialysis center, like 5 or 6 of them, and we got notice that they were trying to negotiate better rates with the healthcare provider, and they did. So services weren't interrupted.
Okay, so you think with this letter being sent, it's over, it's done with now?
Yeah, does it say it's over? Because they usually don't inform.
Yeah, there's
until it's over.
This letter's informed me that effective 7/1/26, the dental office will no longer be in network with your PPO dental plan.
Yeah, so you have until 6:30. So if you can move that cleaning up to next week, you got until 6:30.
It ain't happening, Captain.
Well,
I might try.
Yeah,
but see, here's the thing: if they're already out of network, then wouldn't it behoove me to just take time to find a new dentist, and then because I know at this point, by next month, I need a cleaning, so
yeah,
gotta find a dentist. You know what I mean?
Do you know what healthcare plan you're on? Are you on a high deductible healthcare plan, or are you?
I'm on a PPO plan.
You on a what plan?
A PPO, Delta Dental PPO plan, whatever that is.
Now, for you, is your because you can, depending on your medical plan and what you have, you can use, if you have a high deductible plan, by law they have to provide an HSA account, and you can use that HSA account. But
yeah, I got an HSA account, but I don't really be going to the dentist except for clean. I really don't have a lot of dental issues, so I like to just go to the dentist and make sure that I get my 2 cleanings in. And
I would say check and if you want to send it to me, I can read over it, the benefit summary, and figure out how much it would cost you to go out of network. And if it's not too bad for just some cleaning, just use your HSA to cover the cost.
Yeah, but what if you're trying to use? All right, this is where I get a little ignorant. What if you're trying to use your HSA to buy some Meta glasses?
It's funny you say that, because a lot of our employees are trying to use their HSA and their FSA to buy Meta glasses. You can do it, but I believe they have to be prescribed. So if you have a lens prescription, I believe you can use your HSA or FSA funds to buy Meta glasses. A lot of our staff have asked the same question.
I ain't gonna hold you. I got a really good. I got the package where I can basically get it helps pay for either glasses or contacts.
Mm-hmm. Same. So for me, yeah, it's a real good one. So again, send it to me, because I know ours used to be, I could get contacts, or I can get contacts every year, and every 2 years I can get new frames. So I get new frames this year. Actually, I'm gonna go looking for frames on Friday. I want some gold frames. So send me. Do you have a benefit summary?
Yeah, I can. There's somewhere in here.
Yeah, forward it. I'm sure it's online. If you find it or ask someone for it, forward it to me, and we can figure it out. But yeah, you can use HSA dollars to buy Meta frames, but I believe the catch is they have to be prescribed. But let me quadruple.
As in when I go there for my yearly check, check in, and I got plenty. Because I got plenty of contacts. I could just be like, this year I want to get glasses, but I want to get Meta glasses.
Yeah. So what you would do is, so you go to when you go to the optometrist.
Sometime later this year.
So when you go to optometrist, did they
Actually,
so yeah?
That's a
'cause
great
when I
question.
go,
Let me look at.
because when you go to the optometrist, all you do is ask them to write you a prescription for glasses. Is your vision 20/20?
Damn, I have my appointment on the 26th of October.
Okay. I mean, HSA funds don't expire, so you can do this whenever you want. You wear glasses though, right? I've seen you with glasses. Like, you have a prescription.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, tell them update the prescription, and then you can take that prescription, go buy Meta frames at Lens Crafters or whatever. You can use HSA dollars on that too, and then give them the
My
prescription.
optometrist sells them.
Oh, well then yeah, you can buy them through him or them with your HSA dollars as long as they're prescribed.
Might be exactly what I need. Exactly what I need.
Yeah, you can buy sunglasses. Same thing. Like if it's for rule of thumb, if it's for something to make your life easier medically, like, you can do it with HSA dollars. Or if you're in a spot where, say, you go to this optometrist and your HSA card for some reason doesn't work, you can pay for it cash out of your pocket and then reimburse yourself as long as you have a receipt.
What do you mean by reimburse yourself?
So you should be able to log into your HSA provider, whoever holds the funds, and put in a claim to reimburse yourself. So let's say you spent $500 out of pocket for those Meta frames because you forgot your SSA card. What you would do is you would take that receipt, upload it to their portal, and then they'll reimburse you to your bank account that $500. You can reimburse yourself with an HSA.
Okay. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't really even touched my HSA card this year because I've solely focused on letting that money build.
Yeah, because HSA, IRS lets you, I think there's $1,000 minimum threshold, but the IRS, I have to look that up. They let you use that money to invest. So if you wanted to use those funds to, like, invest in, like, stocks and bonds, the IRS lets you use HSA funds to invest. I just forgot the minimum amount.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. But
now, does your employer give you money every year? Because most companies give, because the high deductible plan is cheaper for the employer. So what employers do is put money in those accounts to employees to encourage them to sign up for it. So do they put money in it every year? Like, we put like $750. Like, if you get it starting Jan 1, like, we give you $750 every year. And if you got a family, you get like $1,200.
I know they do the matching of the
contribution. So whatever you put in, they'll match.
Yeah, but I think that's like with the retirement shit, because they use the same.
You should be maxing out on that 100%. Whatever
they use the same person with the retirement that they use with the HSA.
So the same policy. So they match up to a certain amount.
No, like the same provider, of our retirement also.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So I don't know if they're doing that with.
But they don't give you like free money every year. Like, we give free money every year.
No, but now that I'm thinking about it, now I'm wondering why we don't do that. But probably because there's so many of us that.
I mean, there are over 4,000 people who work at our company. Like, granted, Nike's a lot bigger, but Nike is a for-profit. I work for nonprofit, and we do it. So, man, send me this guy. And I'll read over it. Send it to me.
My guy. Yeah, so we
talking about insurance.
Because listen, it makes you. Insurance is like the biggest scam ever. And listen, I don't root for nobody death, but all I'm gonna say is sometimes I'll be understanding where man's coming from. Although, do you really think that was him? Like, I don't think so.
But again, as a man who works in insurance full time, I completely, like, some of the emails I get from people. Yeah, I can see how someone,
because it's evil.
It's evil to its core. Cal not worried about insurance because where he lives, they have universal health care.
Smart.
Cal can just walk into a hospital, get treated, and go home.
Couple things in the NFL. Let's start with some news and end with some condolences. George Pickens reports ahead of Cowboys camp. I know there were some disputes on whether he's going to play on the franchise tag, whether him and the Cowboys are going to get a deal done. Danny, tell me, how big is this that Pickens is in camp? He's committed, and it sounds like he's ready to go, and he's ready to just run it with the Cowboys, see where they can land this year.
Is he there practicing, or is he just there? Because is it a hold in, or is he participating? Because I feel like this would be a sign.
I think Dak took him to the side and said, "Yo, brother, we're gonna get you paid. Don't you worry. We're gonna get you paid."
No, Jerry sent out his little errand boy. I think if you're George, this is just a sign of good faith. Like, this is a show of good faith. But let me tell you this: if they don't have a contract signed by the time training camp starts in 6 weeks, I imagine George would be there, but will not be participating. He would definitely be a hold-in candidate.
Why you say that?
I mean, come on, man. He's the crash out king. You think George? Who is George Pickens' agent? Because if it's Drew Rosenhaus, I'm gonna tell you how this going to end.
Come on, man.
We know how big Drew. Oh, David Mulgeta, even better. David
Mulgeta get it done though.
He gonna get it done. But if he don't get it done, if Jerry digging his heels in, go ahead, report to camp, George, but don't do nothing. And then George gonna have a press conference. Oh, turn that up.
I don't like what you're trying to do. It's that Eagles fan in you. See, I don't like it. I don't like it. Look, I think this is a good deal, a big deal for the Cowboys, because I think the Cowboys and George Pickens are going to get a deal done. I really do. I think the Cowboys and George Pickens are going to get a deal done. I think even if they don't get it done, I think George Pickens and I think the Cowboys are going to find a way to pay him eventually, even if that means having to depart with some players, particularly even on the defensive end. They did draft a lot of players in the defensive end, so maybe this allows them to let some guys walk next offseason to make room for a George Pickens deal. But I think the Cowboys are looking at the Bengals and saying, there's a way for us to pay. There's a way for us to pay 2 wide receivers 1A and 1B money. So
Guess who David Mulgeta also represents? Take a guess.
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson, yes, but someone Jerry's very familiar with.
Micah Parsons. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
How did that end?
Well, listen, these are two different. I don't like this narrative that George Pickens is the crash out king, because I don't think he is.
I don't think he's the crash out king, but I know his agent would not mind if he crashed out, just to like Michael Parsons. You wouldn't consider. Well, Michael Parsons crashed out a little bit.
No, he didn't.
You don't think so?
No, he didn't. They had a deal. Jerry didn't honor the deal.
Micah didn't honor the deal.
Listen,
Micah asked for more money.
Says who though?
Says Micah.
Well,
that's why you don't do business without your agent. I don't think. Yeah. How about this? George Pickens is not going to crash out, but I do think there will be, if there's not a deal done, a little bit of pot stirring, and there should be.
But why won't Jerry just pay the man?
Because he's Jerry. Jerry wait to the last minute to pay everybody. Jerry said, I want to pay the premium price. Why would I pay at a discount when I can get it at a premium? Why would you trade for George Pickens without a plan on his next contract? That's the thing. You traded for him, and you knew what was on the way.
Mm-hmm. Who do you think's on the way? When do you think the police are going to be back on the way to James Pierce Jr.'s house?
That's a crazy ass question. That's crazy. But
he returned back to camp. So is it crazy? Listen, everyone keeps saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe Josh Jacobs is at camp." Hey y'all, let me tell you. Look around the league, boys and girls.
Yeah, the league don't care about that.
The league is going, quote unquote, let the legal process take course.
Which is crazy because the player conduct policy says that they don't have to wait.
They don't.
If degrade the shield, they can take action.
All right, you in the locker room, James Pierce Jr. comes in. You know what's going on. What you say in the breath?
Good morning. See you at practice. I don't like. What do you like? What do you say?
See, nigga like me kind of looking at him like, I gotta look at him like this. You did that shit.
Well, here's the thing that history has taught us about people who do that. They'll probably do it again, especially if they get away with it the first time.
Gotta hit him with it. You did that shit or not? Stop lying. You did that shit.
And then he gonna see like, yep, got him. When he starts stuttering, got him.
What you mean? We got you, nigga. We got you.
Officer.
Now who do you know what's crazy? They won't go hard for that. They'll let the system play out for that. But let a kid make some bets when he's in school and it break the whole system down. Listen, I don't know if you've been keeping up, but this Brandon Sorsby shit over the last 2 weeks has like it's honestly it's starting to really play out since our last pod. So it's like really fully developed in the last couple of weeks, but dog, this shit is crazy. So for those who don't know, Brandon Sorsby, he was a QB at Cincinnati last year. He was lighting it up. He knew he was getting ready to make some extra money when he transferred. He gets all this money from Texas Tech after the year that they had. Texas Tech thinks, hey, we are loading right back up to go right back to the college football playoff. And then right when basically spring ball started, the report basically comes out about Brandon Sorsby, and we covered it. This brother was a gambling fiend. He couldn't help himself. He was betting on Indiana games when he was there at Indiana. Like, he spent a lot of money. He put a lot of bets out there. So he basically checks himself into a rehab center. NCAA basically says, hey, brother, your time over here is done. So then he does the Trinidad Chambliss thing. So, or the Diego Pavia thing, where they go to a court in their state, a favorable judge is going to be on their side. Hey, think that shit that y'all did, y'all not going to hurt my Red Raiders. Nope, I love my alma mater way too much. I love my alma mater way too much to see you do that. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to let this young fella play, because kids make mistakes sometimes, and we can't hold them against it. So kids going to make mistakes. So they basically grant him permission to play. So then the sports world was like, absolutely fucking not. No. So the Big 12, get this. The Big 12 basically, well, first it started off by certain schools basically saying, if Texas Tech involved, we not playing.
Yeah.
We are not playing. If this guy's playing, we are not playing. That was one. Then the Big 12 basically kind of comes out, and they basically, it was almost like they were trying to sue to be able to have the right to punish this guy. The Big 12 was committed to making sure that a player within their own conference for sure didn't play, whether the NCAA or whatever judge approved it or not. Nonetheless, here we are where Brendan Sorsby, as of yesterday, is expected to enter the NFL supplemental draft. Danny, haven't been many people picking the supplemental draft, not of worth. My question to you is, do you see him getting picked? And what are your thoughts on everything that's transpired in the last couple of weeks from Mr. Sorsby?
I think this is the right move for him. What teams have disagreed with the big teams where they dropped out of playing Texas Tech this late? Probably not. But it's the illusion, not even illusion, all right? Like, perception is reality. He's going to get picked. He's a quarterback. He's NFL size. Like you said, he lit it up at Cincinnati. Think about the supplemental draft is whatever round you pick him in, you have to forfeit that draft pick the following year. So if he's drafted in the second round of the supplemental draft by the Raiders forfeit their second round pick in 2027.
Wait, say that again?
So in the supplemental draft, whatever round that person is drafted, so the teams who are interested put in a bid. You know, Green Bay is like, I'll do a third. Dallas will say, oh, I'll do a second, right? Whatever round he is drafted in, the team who drafts him has to give up that round pick for the following year.
To who?
To the NFL. Like, it'll be like when they took away the Patriots pick, or the second they take away a pick.
Oh shit. And then the next for the following year's draft, right? Not like
So 2027. So if you put in, if he gets drafted to the Cardinals in the second round, then the Cardinals forfeit their second round pick next year. Shit, it might not be a bad idea for the Cardinals for real.
Why you say that?
Have you seen their quarterback room?
Well, listen, they got who? They got Carson Beck and they got Jacoby Brissett. Maybe, but do you want to mess up your chances of getting like an Arch Manning next year?
I mean, if you think Brandon Salisbury is a starting caliber quarterback, do you want to take your chances now? Do you want to You want to buy low? Second round pick.
What's low in a good draft though?
That's true. Well, how about would you draft him as the second round pick, and then say you get the second or third round pick next year, then you get to draft Jeremiah Smith. So you get Brendan Salisbury, Jeremiah Love, Marvin Harrison, Jeremiah. You know what I mean? Like that resource can go, or you draft him. Especially if it's like a third or fourth round pick, you draft him, it doesn't work out yet. You draft the future anyway.
What do you know how bad you would have to be to get Marvin Harrison and Jeremiah Smith?
The Cardinals could do it.
Well, hey, the Cardinals. Listen, for all y'all who don't know, the Cardinals would have to basically be undefeated for like the rest of our lifetimes for them to have like an even record. They stink. They are historic. They are historically one of the worst franchises like ever.
Which is insane because they had Larry Fitzgerald for 15 years.
Listen, Brendan Salisbury, brother, if I can say one thing, and Brendan, when I say this, I feel like I gotta. Man, if I smoke while I say this, Brendan, because I feel like these words aren't going to come across.
As long as you're not on FanDuel saying it. Or Underdog.
Now, Mr. Salisbury, you thought you was going to get away with that shit that you did? Here's the funny part about a supplemental draft, Mr. Salisbury. The NFL has to allow you to be included in it. You can say, my name is Danny Ocean. I'm putting my name in for the NFL supplemental draft. The NFL can say, like hell you are, nigga. You better take your ass to the UFL. And guess what? Can't do nothing about it.
I think he's going to get drafted. I think he is. I think he's going to get drafted higher than people. Like, I think he goes for a third, potentially a second.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, if he goes for a second round pick, there's the Adam Schefter's been saying that. Okay, so he could Brendan because he was the NCAA was going to force him to serve a suspension.
Yep.
The NFL could decide to take that suspension and upheld it.
Who's the NFL to deny someone the right to play?
But I'm saying like the NFL could be like, all right, well, we'll let you in the supplemental jobs, but it's going to come at a 3-game suspension.
Okay. I'm telling you, I think he's going to go for a 2. Probably a 3. Like if you're a team with multiple.
If he goes to a 2, whatever GM that does that,
they better have some cachet. You better have some staying power.
They got 3 years. You make that move, you have 3 years.
You got to have some runway. Or if you're a team with multiple third-round picks, or if you're a team who understands the compensatory formula and you know you got a third-round pick coming in 27 anyway, so whatever is free.
Like the Packers.
And the Eagles. I think the Packers like the compensatory game too. That's Howie's favorite game. Smart teams do it, man. If you understand, or if you have a good handle of the draft and you understand compensatory picks, yeah, man. A team that has 2 or 3 picks and you know you're getting a compensatory pick, oh, that's free money. Yeah, we'll take them.
House money.
Yeah.
Because if you turn out to be bad, it's third round.
Whatever. whatever. Like if you're
we can trade somebody on an expiring contract and get a 3rd round pick back.
Yeah, or that. So I think a 3rd is the floor. I think he's gonna go for a 2nd.
Yes, we'll see. Before we leave the NFL, want to send our deepest condolences and with the heaviest hearts, we want to rest in peace. We want to send a rest in peace. We want to say rest in peace to Aldon Smith, former 49ers linebacker. He was a great player. I think about that Super Bowl in which he was getting ready to come into the game and ended up tearing his Achilles and wasn't able to play. He passed away. He was a very young dude. It's sad. It's really sad. There has been a trend over the last year or so of young NFL players who I've seen come into. I mean, obviously I'm 30 years old, but there's been this trend of young NFL players that I've seen come out of college. I've seen them in their development. I've seen them get drafted, and some of these guys aren't winners no more. I think of the young man from the Cowboys last year. I think of Rondale Moore. Guys, we got to take care of our mental, and we got to check on our brothers, and we just got to check on our friends. It's tough out here. Condolences to Aldon Smith's family and to his brothers and teammates that loved him and knew him, and to the NFL community and the football community. This is a sad loss.
It's terrible. I agree wholeheartedly. And I know his family donated his brain to study for CTE. I just hope they're able to find some closure.
So am I. That's a tough one. On the flip side of that, we do get to spend the last portion of this show celebrating 2 champions that were crowned. Let's start in the NHL. Danny, a couple weeks ago, right when both the Stanley Cup Finals and the NBA Finals were tipping off, we said, who do we have winning? Ladies and gentlemen, for one of the few times this year, and one of the few times this sports calendar year, in terms of predicting, Mr. Danny Ocean was correct. He picked the Canes in 6 games. Let's give it up. That brother picked the Canes in 6 games. Hey, that was a great prediction. Knights are up 2-1. Canes win 3 straight.
I watched a couple of those Flyers games. I don't know a lot about hockey, but I know sports, and I can tell when one team was like, damn, them boys good.
And the Canes was
damn, them boys. What's the dude on the bus, man? That was me.
Damn, that boy good.
That boy good. That's all that was.
Look, the Canes switched out the goalie and never lost another game.
That boy good.
That boy good. Damn. Thought the Knights were going to do it. They had a 2-1 lead. Couldn't get it done. A team that did have a 2-1 lead and didn't look back, that was also crowned champions, the New York Knickerbockers. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been watching basketball for a very long time. Danny, I feel like you've been watching basketball for a long time.
Long time.
I never thought in my lifetime I would see the New York Knicks win a championship. Now, I think we both took the Knicks, right?
I think we did. I think we both took the Knicks, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I think we both took the Knicks. I'm going to be honest with you. Even when I took the Knicks, I still felt like the Spurs were the better team.
Really?
Yeah. It wasn't until game 5, the complete debacle of all debacles, that I said, okay, even if the Spurs are the better team, they are not the better team in this matchup. Like, there is something is off with this team and this matchup. They just don't match up well. or this is a very young team. Can you believe that the Spurs had a 10-plus point lead after every first quarter of this game?
Yep.
The Spurs led in at the 2-minute mark of all 5 of these games.
Yep.
The Spurs only won one game.
One of those games. Also, another fun stat. Over the course of the series, the Spurs' field goal percentage went down every single quarter.
Every game.
Every game.
I ain't gonna hold you. That game 5, that was when I was like, oh yeah, this is that game 4. The game 4. The game 4, because I had my the game 4, I was like, okay, this really might be.
When they blew that 29-point lead, I went to bed. Like, I went to sleep and woke up the next morning and checked my phone. And I was like, there's no way you were up by 29 and they
That's if you watched it, because I watched it. I'm like, I was like, all right, now they get it. Now they have the formula. Like, just stay on them, brother. I just watched. I watched. Just watch that second. I'm just watching the second half, and I was like, oh, this it just keeps getting more chill. There was a possession. Wemby, deep 3, miss. Spurs get the rebound. Kick it right back to Wemby. No drive, no nothing. You know what he does? Takes the same 3 over again. Knicks come down, hit a 3. That's what that comeback looked like. Now, even in that, here were the 3 parts of the game 4 that I could not believe. Spurs are up 1. Wemby at free throw line. 2 shots. Misses them both. I have flashbacks of 2018 George Hill.
What a callback.
I have flashbacks of 2018 George Hill. For those who don't remember, George Hill was the original person who missed the free throws, to which J.R. Smith gets the rebound and forgets the score. Okay, flash forward to 2026. Wemby, 2 free throws, 2 misses. Okay. Spurs end up getting the rebound or getting the turnover, right?
Mm-hmm.
Getting the turnover. De'Aaron Fox gets the steal. One of the fastest players in the league. Up, it was less than 10 seconds left. Might be less than 5 seconds left. De'Aaron Fox, they're up 1. Situational basketball. Dog, dribble around. They have to foul you. That makes it a 3-point game. De'Aaron Fox goes for the layup. Gets blocked by OG Anunoby. First off, OG Anunoby, some of the shots you were making this series, I ain't never seen you act like this before.
And you'll never see it again. Like,
yo, dog, there were like 5. Yo, I swear to God, there were like 5 times OG Anunoby's in the corner, mad pressed up, straight turnaround 3. Yo, them the shit. I'm like, the fuck is going on out here?
Did you steal that from Kawhi?
Yo, dog, it was like the shit that, as like a fan, you're like, he ain't gonna make that splash. You're like, what the fuck is
like
going
Mike Brown's
on?
like, oh, what a terrible great make.
Great make. You know it's crazy because Mike Breen talking about OG Anunoby. You just hear the reflection.
I thought we were going to get a double bang. If we can't get the double bang while the Knicks are winning the championship, we will never get the double bang again. The last double bang was Steph on that Saturday night against OKC, right?
Bang, bang, bang.
We'll never get it.
Hey, not many things.
I thought for sure Mike Breen was going to give us a double bang.
So De'Aaron Fox doesn't dribble it out. That's mistake number 2. Now, one of the biggest egregious mistakes. Now we're on the very, 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 very final play of the game. We all know Jalen Brunson's taking the last shot, so of course you put Wemby on Jalen Brunson. Okay. Yep. The inbounder. Do you know who the inbounder was on this play?
It was OG Anunoby.
OG Anunoby. You know who was guarding the inbound pass?
De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox. There is one job. You have one job. Box out or guard your man. OG Anunoby straight beelined it for the basket for the tip in and the win. When I saw that, I said, "Oh yeah, now that might be it. That might be it." Like 2-1, you want to go back to San Antonio 2-2. You're going down back to San Antonio down 3-1 after a nasty collapse. There's no way y'all coming back.
You're done.
Then y'all
You're
come.
done.
Then y'all come back in game 5 and do the exact same thing. Y'all go up by 13 points and lose. So you mean to tell me the Spurs had leads of 13, 14, 14, and 29 and lost all those games?
Crazy. The funniest part about that was De'Aaron's explanation. He's like, yeah, if I make the layup, we're up 3. Brother, if you get fouled and make the free throws, you're still up 3 with fewer seconds on the clock. He was like, what's the big deal? Remember when Mike Brown criticized him in Sacramento and got fired?
What did he say in Sacramento again?
Remember Mike, I forgot what he said, but I remember Mike Brown criticized De'Aaron Fox for something he did that was stupid. And then Mike Brown got fired like 3 days later. Mike Brown was right.
And brother was right, because that was a stupid ass play. I'll tell you, here's some takeaways from this series for the Spurs. 1, Wemby. We got to get a little bit more in the post, get some more post moves. And I need you to get a little bulkier. I mean, he's put on some muscle. He's got to put on a little bit more muscle. You got to get into your Giannis bag. You have to get into your Giannis bag. Like, you just got to start bullying these boys.
Yeah.
2, I know the Spurs said they are committed to De'Aaron Fox, but Dylan Harper is the truth. Why was Dylan Harper not in the game in these crunch moments? He was the only person attacking the basket outside of Stephon Castle.
Vassell at the end of the series after they lost.
He said, "Yeah, he wanted more tick. He wasn't happy with his role."
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox, congratulations. You won't be in some sort of trade for San Antonio to get Giannis.
Giannis.
I mean, the Spurs got the young players. They have the assets. If they really trying to shake this up, he over there in Milwaukee.
No, see it. I will say though, the Knicks went 16-3 in the playoffs.
Like at that Hawks series,
it makes you wonder what the hell the Hawks were doing.
No idea. Or maybe they didn't take the Hawks seriously. I feel like they just didn't take them seriously.
Where do you think this puts Jalen Brunson in terms of both players in the league and guards in the league?
I don't think his status short term really changes that much. I'd say long term and looking back, there are only 3 small guards who have led a team to an NBA title. Steph, I say, and Jalen Brunson. Because on the superstar tiers, do you move him above anybody? Like, does he get? I think he's a top 10 player. He's been a top 10 player, but am I putting him in front of Jason Tatum? Maybe, probably.
Maybe.
Not. Do you put him in front of Giannis? Maybe, but Giannis hasn't been healthy. Do you put Jalen Brunson in front of Steph? I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's his.
They definitely like a top 10 player, though.
Definitely, but I would make the argument he was a top 10 player at the beginning of the season. You know what I mean? Like, his current status doesn't change that much. But, like, as we move forward in time, looking back, he is on a list with 2 other people as small guards who won a championship, who led their team to a championship.
What do you think, as a Mavericks fan?
Why'd you do that?
Do you think if you could, you wish they would have went back and paid him, or you don't think he would have been this player?
I mean, he and Luka made it to the Western Conference Finals like their 3rd year together. Yeah, I think they could have won a championship.
But it would it have really been this Jalen Brunson though?
No, it would not have been this Jalen Brunson. The Jalen Brunson we see now had to get from under Luka's shadow because Luka's usage rate is to the roof. Like, either Brunson would have been a starting 2, off the ball guard, or he'd have been the 6th man leading it. No, this version of Jalen Brunson would not have existed with Luka. I'm still mad Cuban let him walk, though. Like, that year they went to the Western Conference Finals, Luka was hurt doing that Utah series. Like, Brunson led the team in that first round while Luka got healthy, and then Luka took over.
What have the Mavericks? Oh, the offseason hasn't started yet. I'll be
It
curious.
has.
Yeah,
The
but
draft is next week.
what are the Mavericks going to be doing really?
Mavericks got the 9th overall pick. They got the 30th pick, and then they got a second round pick. I think they draft. I think Masai Ujiri is focused on. My question is, what do you do with like PJ Washington? Like, I think you keep Derek Lively. He fits the timeline with Cooper Flag. What about like PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford, like those older guys? PJ might fit the timeline, but what do you do with Klay Thompson?
Send it to the Lakers. We got something.
Yeah, I think he will be a Laker. But what do you do with Klay? And what do you do with Kyrie? And what do you do with, because those guys don't fit the timeline. And the Mavericks don't control their first round picks for the next 4 years after this year.
So Klay not going with Meg on tour?
You know, you going to hell. I almost took the bait too.
Listen, DJ Academics, you got to stop reporting on Meg and Klay's relationship. We don't need to know no more about this. Bro.
We good, dog. We good.
All right. Last thing, World Cup. Have you been watching any? Been paying attention?
Yeah, I watched. Who did I watch the other day? I watched the Turkey game. I watched the U.S. men's team play. But other than
that men's look, a lot of people are saying that's the best the men's national team has ever looked in. Yeah,
because it has. They were up like 2-0 in like the first 20 minutes. Yeah. Whoever that black guy is, that's the Team USA figured out. Where can we find black people?
Black people that didn't play regular American football?
Yes. But what did Embiid do for the Olympics? He became a U.S. citizen so he can play for Team USA. Same thing.
I need to find more of them. Listen, when he was talking, I was listening. I was trying to listen for the accent, and I couldn't really hear it. So I was like, man, where he from in the country? He might not be from the country, but he's for the country now.
Crazy.
Yeah, the U.S. men's team looks good. I think there was the Spain and Cape Verde tie was really, really big, really, really surprising. Iran and New Zealand, if you watched them play yesterday, that was a really, really good draw, really good game. France won earlier today. There was some Kylian Mbappe had a fucking sick goal in that France game earlier today, which is really good.
I feel like it's been 20 for a year or 20 years.
And then right now, Argentina, the defending World Cup champions, are playing Algeria. So Lionel Messi is playing. I think he's confirmed this will be his last tournament.
Yeah. It's 0-0.
And it looks like
just started.
Oh, Messi almost scored. Yo, all right. So I think we all know Ronaldo's famous, but Messi, look, he wanted him too. Ooh, hit him with that. Is that offsides? So Argentina is the #1 ranked team in the world.
Really? That makes sense.
They are defending national champions, though.
That's true.
Yeah. What else? Texas women's college softball. They won the women's college softball World Series. They went back to back. So shout out to the Lady Longhorns there. Wrestling, it's a little right now. I don't know if you've been really paying attention, but they beat up Eric Andre.
Oh my! I saw that last night.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I was excited about this new version of Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, who's a little bit more empathetic, but it's the exact same storyline we got when he was.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out this Jacob Fatu piece. I think Jacob Fatu and Roman are about to get closer while the Usos kind of separate themselves. So I feel like some betrayal is coming there.
But it's going to be the same. Like Jacob and Roman are going to get close, and he's going to kick out the Usos. Like we've already seen him abuse Jim.
Yeah, that's a good point. So what about Sami Zayn trying to be a spicy little biatch?
I like it, and I like that he's bringing out the worst in Cody. I appreciate that because he's bro. Either you're gonna turn heel or you need to drop the belt and go on vacation. Go hang out with Brandy.
He can't do that. He can't do that.
Then
He can't go.
he turn.
He want to be at UFC 250, which, by the way,
Jesus.
all right. Can we have an honest moment here?
Yes, we can.
Did you kind of see the setup for UFC 250?
I did.
Try to tell me that shit went a little fly.
I mean, it was cool.
You're walking out of the Oval Office.
But did you read that now they have to? It's going to take a year to fix the grounds, and it's going to cost $1 million.
What?
Yes.
What happened?
I read that today. I mean, let's see.
From like the people, like from all like the troops and stuff like that.
To let me make sure I'm reading this right.
Because I can imagine, I didn't when I saw like the people who were sitting, I was like, oh, they got a rowdy little crowd, I bet, out there.
I bet. Yeah, here it is. The science behind restoring the White House South Lawn. That was published 3 days ago. I gotta find it, but I'm pretty sure I was reading that it's going to cost $1 million to fix all the damage to the lawn. Because you put a stage on there, man. Whatever.
But I guess what's the damages, and what are we talking about damages to a lawn?
I gotta find it again. It could have been fake news. So let me see if I can find it before I speak.
Because I guess just like replant some new. All right, let me not do that.
But buddy, y'all, can we just leave the Obamas alone?
Now, see, that was corny. And like, yo, she been out of office for a decade. This is mad unprovoked.
Like she minding her business.
Like who? Yeah, like this is corny.
This is the corniest. You know who I wish this is. I don't watch UFC, but I really wish John was around because I feel like John would just go up there and kick that man in his face.
Listen, John Jones. I mean, he kind of still fighting, really, but not really.
I don't want to see him fight now. I ain't gonna hold you.
Why do dogs do this thing where they just kind of sit in front of you when they're hungry and they just sit at you and stare?
It's the worst, man. It only gets worse as they get older. Like now, my dog, she's 14. She'll do that, and then she'll start crying, and then she'll start barking.
Start barking at you. She's trying to tell you.
She'll start barking. Yes, Bam. They do love that racism. It is their jam.
You want to hear something funny? How about Bam's name got dropped in the other Dynasty League that we're in because his phone was doing some wonky shit, and then his Gmail or his iCloud email showed up. Blake McGee.
Oh, not dropping his government.
Well, it's already been dropped, but the Blake whatever. So how about Bam, who has been trolling another member in the channel? That's why I said his name. Bam's been trolling another dude in the channel because he's like the beat writer. Like anytime, anytime like them Twitter reporters be reporting anything from like training camp, like, oh, he made a good catch. He's looking like he went 8 for 8.
Yeah.
So my man is always just sending the post in the group chat, and so Bam keeps trolling them, and they're interacting. They just started inviting each other to the sausage stand, to each other's. That's all they keep doing, and yeah, Bam's just been doing a lot of trolling. Bam is hilarious, but for no reason.
Also, fuck Jason. I want to make that abundantly clear.
Offer him something for Jettas and your wishes.
I have been making offers for Jettas since he took over that team. And what I say, oh no, man, Jettas and he put the man on trade block, didn't even tell me first. I didn't even get first crack.
Because you're not him, my boy. You ain't got it no more, my boy.
I guess I don't. And then I was like, what do you want? This is the worst. I hate this kind of negotiating. What do you want? Well, make me an offer. And then you make an offer. Oh, no, I need more than that. But you don't say what you want. Like, what do you want? And we go from there. I hate a motherfucker that's just like, oh, man, make me an offer. No, what do you want? Stop wasting my time. What do you want?
Do you have the facilities for that, big man?
I hate that shit because make me an offer that's so vague. Like, just tell me what you're looking for, and I'll tell you if I'll pay that price or not.
But you don't
And
have the
if I won't pay
facilities for
that
that.
price,
Big
I'll
man.
tell you what I will pay.
What are you willing to pay for Jettas?
I sent it to Jason. I told him what I'm willing to pay for Jettas.
What is that?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
What the fuck is it? Hey, we got to go, man. What is that? Oh, that's one of Hendrix' toys. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, brother, what is that? Hendrix said, give me my shit. Run my shit. Crazy, you buy stuff for them and they act like you can't touch it. Like, I bought it.
Yeah, he be look. And he be getting a little attitude with these toys. Like he be feeling some type of way.
Yeah, sometimes I slap my dog with toys. Like, I like across the face to get him interested.
For some reason, he really likes this little.
It's a cool looking toy. My dog hates lamb chop and has hated lamb chop since the day we brought her home. Like, she hate lamb chop. Hates lamb chop.
Hating lambs.
Hate lamb.
Damn.
D, where can the people find you?
Listen, people, you can find me at Los D Mix. That's at Los D Mix on Twitch and SoundCloud and YouTube. Everywhere else you can find me at DJ Los D Mix. It's DJ LOSDEEMIX. Danny, let the people know where they can find you, my good brother.
Finds us speaking on _pod on X and Instagram. I have officially my Danny Ocean X. Haven't logged into it in months. I do not check it. So you can find, I use our Speak on the Pod to check Eagle stuff, and that's about it.
But ain't nobody paying attention to no Eagle stuff. They ain't going nowhere next year.
See y'all next week. We're not having this conversation. Not tonight.
We'll see y'all next week. Y'all make sure y'all speak on it. Peace. Get some sleep.